Okay, so we're back for another one. This time, I'm not the guilty party. It's kind of one of those Craigslist, Kijiji, marketplace kind of fiascos. But it's my buddy Jeff.
Yeah, I kind of got a truck now.
Why don't you tell us about how that happened? How did it come to be?
Well, I was looking through Marketplace and
Maybe without telling us what it is exactly.
telling us what it is.
Without telling us exactly what it is.
Well, I just saw it on Marketplace and I saw someone commented that what kind of a truck it was, and I thought, I don't think that's the kind of truck it is, so I had to go check it out for myself. So I went over there and had a look at it, and it seemed in really good shape, and it was actually a different year than the guy had advertised. And
Did you end up buying it, Jeff?
so I talked the guy down a little bit, and I paid up for it. I figured it was maybe a little too much, but I couldn't pass it up.
Well, why don't you show them through the back window what you bought? That's probably not going to be any help.
No, she's in reverse right now.
All right, so when we get back to Jeff's place, we'll come back and we'll reveal what he got, and we'll take a closer look at it. It's something I've never owned before. Have you ever owned one of these before, Jeff?
No, I've never owned one.
No, me neither. So this will all be new to me, 100%. And I'm sure Jeff's been looking at stuff on the internet since he purchased this a few days ago, so he probably knows a little bit more and maybe can share some of that info with us. So yeah, when we come back, we'll be at Jeff's house unloading. Okay, so we're at Jeff's. We got the trailer unloaded. Jeff's gonna come out and show us what he bought.
Hi. This is what I bought.
What have we got here, Jeffrey?
Well, I saw an ad for a 1939 Chevy pickup.
Wow, this is a 39?
Well, that's what I thought, and I thought I would come check it out. And it turns out it possibly, not for sure, not 100% sure yet, but looks like it's probably a 1940.
Oh wow. What kind of identifiers makes it a 40 anyway?
Well, the only ones I came across is the signal lights on the fender.
Oh.
So a 39 doesn't have signal lights on the fender.
Does it have signal lights at all, or?
I don't know.
But definitely not on the fender.
Not on the fender though.
It's kind of nice look with the headlights. In there.
And then with the serial number,
Yeah.
it starts with a 0 instead of a 9. So all the serial numbers I looked up,
Starts with a 0.
they go in sequence of 8, 9, 0. So,
Any idea what this motor is?
I believe it's a 216 inline 6.
3-speed, 4-speed, automatic,
Well,
4L80E.
we figured it was a 4-speed.
Oh, look at that.
But
Looks like she could use a little cleanup in there, eh?
yeah, but overall the cab looks pretty good.
Is it a short box?
Yeah, and we came to figure out it's a short box by the serial number.
Nice. Sure sits up high, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like it has overload springs because they might have had a flat deck on it.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it. I can't imagine that wood is from the factory.
Yeah, and they cut the
Yeah,
running
we were
board.
looking at that. It sure looks like the running board has been cut, and they believe in cutting twice and measuring once.
And this is where a bracket would be for the
Oh, that
rear.
makes sense. Yeah, so yeah, that would come down across. Does it have any neat functions in there? Like a funky windshield or anything you want to show us?
Yeah.
Why don't you
so-
go around the other side and I'll record you from this side. He was showing me this earlier and
So yeah,
he thought it was pretty neat. I think it's pretty neat.
so it's got air conditioning, this truck.
This is an AC truck. Look at that. Wow.
It's kind of neat.
So the windshield just cranks out. Looks like it's got a couple locks over here. Probably got to soak them down. Oh, yours is good.
Yeah.
Mine's not. So probably,
Probably locks down.
yeah. So it doesn't just leak on you all down the highway.
But this cab is pretty small and the seat's pretty wrecked, so I don't know what kind of seat we're gonna find for this one.
Jeff is well known in Edmonton as the seat guy, so we'll see what he comes up with.
Yeah.
It's got a pretty unique dash too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it's all gauges, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you got temperature, you got
Gas,
fuel, you got your
battery,
speedo, yeah, your battery, your oil. We got throttle.
Oh, it's
We
even
got
that.
choke. We got a little ashtray there. We got a heater switch. What's that switch is over there, Jeff?
I'm not even that sure. I don't know too much about
maybe
this.
headlights.
Yeah, probably.
And then we got some sort of a switch on the bottom we were looking at. And at first it kind of looked like an add-on, but I don't know. It's got the same cloth-covered wiring that the rest of the truck has. So I guess.
But maybe that's how they sold it.
But
right?
maybe that's how they sold it. You never know. When we look down on the floor here, you can see a couple of extra foot switches. So starting off on the far end, you got your headlight dimmer switch, you got your clutch, you got your brake, you got your throttle, then you got this guy here. Some of you guys already know what that's for, but some of you won't. You want to tell them what it's for, Jeff?
That's actually the starter
Yeah.
foot pedal.
Yeah, so in a regular vehicle that we're all used to, we would turn the key to start and then let go. But in this here, you would turn your key to on, and then you would step on the starter
It's a
switch.
mechanical connection to the starter.
Yeah, why don't I show you that out here? You can actually see that comes across here, physically pushes down, and will make that connection there. And it's quite a heavy throw on there too. You're not doing it with your finger. And then she'll light off for you. So, what do you think? Throw some gas down the carb and see,
Yeah.
or do you want to try and push start it?
Yeah.
What do you-
Or maybe crank start it.
Or crank start it? Yeah, we were looking at that too. If you look down at that crankshaft, you can see that kind of weird shape coming off of it. That's where you would actually put your crank rod in to turn this thing. And if you look out front here, this is where you'd slide her through here, through there, through in there. I don't know if I can get you to see it or not. And then you would spin that over, it'll come back, break your forearm. Lots of fun and games, right, Jeff?
Oh yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it's a nice looking truck?
I think has a lot of potential, this one.
I think so too. We were looking at the license plate, and it's from Saskatchewan. It's a province up here in Canada. 1959. Looks like farm truck. I'm not too sure what that SF is. My guess is farm truck. It kind of looks like it would, fit in nicely on a farm, especially with the flat deck. It'd be nice for running product to town and back. Up here, I assume that's the wiper motor.
Yeah.
Because on the outside you can see this lone driver's side only wiper. It's got quite the patina going on here. Not too sure what's rust and what's. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. I think you're right. I think that might be like a rust, it's been cleaned. Geez, that's not metal though, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. I've never actually been this close to a 1940 before outside of a car show, and all those have been done up and whatnot.
To me, like, this door latch doesn't even look like it's original, but it is.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it just looks like for a house door,
yeah, you're right.
but it all lines up, and it just has this to line it up, I guess.
And that's been farmered on,
Yeah.
but it works. A lot of these old trucks, a lot of guys like to make fun of the farmers for the work they did on them, but if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have them. If this belonged to somebody in the city, it'd be crushed, right? They wouldn't even go so far as to try and fix it. There's your master cylinder down your battery is on the passenger side in the floor well. We found that a little bit earlier. We have no brakes, which we found out when we unloaded it off the trailer. Jeff screamed like a schoolgirl.
Yeah.
Actually, it just coasted to a stop. Well, actually, the winch line held it, didn't it?
Yeah.
So we're assuming it's been off the road since '59. We don't know that, but I
Pretty
can't.
good guess.
Yeah, I can't imagine why you'd run a 1959 plate on a 1939 or a 1940 vehicle if it wasn't taken off the road at that point. So Jeff is going to try and get this motor running.
Yeah, and if it doesn't run, we'll just get a nice transplant.
Like what? LS swap? I did not buy you anything. So, and he also got this fender.
Nope, the other side.
Oh,
The driver's fender.
oh, he got a spare driver's fender.
Like this to me isn't that bad, but it's been patched. But that could be fixed.
That can be fixed. Same as this
Running board.
this running board, it can be fixed. That's fine. You know, it's better to have it.
Yeah.
You know, I'd rather, way better to have that than not have it, that's for sure. The cab itself obviously needs repairs, but you would assume that on something 80 years old. I guess 83 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know many people 83 years old that don't need repairs. It's kind of good thinking back in the day. They got grease erks and everything, eh?
Yeah.
It's like, why did we stop that? Doesn't make any sense.
Look at the pulley system for the emergency brake.
Yeah, that seems
That's
more
kind of a
complicated than it needs to be, doesn't it?
different-
But it's nice to have it all.
Yeah. And it's got a torque tube style drive.
Yeah, it's a torque tube style drive shaft. And Jeff and I are both pretty familiar with the, oh geez, what would that be, 47 to 55 first series?
Yeah.
Or is it 48?
The AD.
Yeah, the advanced design. Of course, they all ran the torque tube style as well. I think that's pretty much it. Let me give you one more peek. I don't know if I brought you in on the driver's side, but there's the driver's door. It's in pretty good shape, you know, as well as this A-pillar looks to be in pretty good shape. I don't know if that's a patch. I don't think so though.
No, I just think it's
I think it's just the way it was done. And then look at these rockers too. The passenger side is the same. It's like, how does this survive over 80 years but a square body overall out? I don't know. The floor looks pretty good with the exception of this, but easily repairable.
yeah, I think just straighten it out. Right?
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You know, I really dig that windshield. And this is just flat laminated glass, so guy could just take it out and go get new glass and you're back in action. Headliner, that's easy. It looks like it's just fabric. Looks like we got pretty cool bones here to begin with, eh?
Yeah, I think it's a really good truck to start with.
I think so too. And you know, if anyone can get that thing running, it's Jeff. Personally, I'm not overly excited about this engine. I would much rather see Jeff toss a V8 in it. But it's not my truck, it's Jeff's truck.
Well,
so Jeff gets to do whatever he wants.
if most likely I'll do a V8. I have a 283 I could put in here.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like, it would be cool to pop the hood and see, you know, a small block Chevy, right?
Yeah.
So
I think it would fit better too because the 6-cylinder is longer, right?
yeah. So there you have it. Jeff's new 1940 Chevy half-ton short box stepside.
Yes.